Right. And I'm not ashamed to say that I've looked at some walkthroughs for this game. Some of the solutions have not been feeling that natural to me, put it that way.
There you are. Did you sleep well?
He slept like a baby after killing people. Right. Let's see where we are. Okay, we haven't gotten a new, we haven't gotten a new target yet. But I think we will, if we look in here. Oh, and down and get the bottle. Oy. That's not professional. Ivor! He's always drunk. Ivor. He probably won't notice if I change his plans up a bit. And he's gonna take a little nap now. Oh, oh. So that's his little notebook with requests of repairs and things to look into.
Fix the piano? What the? Well, I'd better get going then.
And no worries if you do it wrong order like I did now. I'm just gonna take all of these, because frankly I don't remember. He will simply say that he can't see anything wrong with it at the moment. But he'll come back, because he's so drunk he won't remember that he already looked.
Nothing wrong with the piano.
And he's so slow! Better turn this again, just for the sake of it. Let's see what we got. We got 3 more. Oh. I think it is this one, if I recall, that I need to be using. So I sort of did it in the wrong order, but it doesn't really matter. At least in not this case, because I did the same mistake last time I did it as well.
Always loose.
Yeah, so... Oh dear! I didn't realize. Who? Oh shit, Mom. She really did need to open that door to get out. Well, the AI isn't the brightest. have the power!
I hate to tell you this, Mr. Wagner, but it seems your handyman was drunk as a skunk. He was an accident waiting to happen.
I was going to fire him after the other incidents, but I just didn't have the heart. It's hard enough to keep the staff here with recent events.
You can't blame yourself. This might be the worst case of professional neglect I've ever come across. While this might explain the gas leak, it still doesn't explain the death in the walk-in cooler. The autopsy on the maid was inconclusive, but we're still working on the theory she had a poor heart or circulation problems and fainted.
Bah! Silly people. It's nice that they call her the maid as well. They don't even bother, you know, to call her by her actual name. Let's see if we maybe get a new if we can get a new chore.
Did you know Jed is in the house? You should say hi to him.
Okay. Because I'd like to
If you want that bicycle for Christmas, you need to start doing chores around the house. Take the garbage out, for instance.
Yes. Oh yeah, that was a balcony. I can't get out there. That's true. But while we're here, we can also pick up this. Which should come in handy if we take on another chore further on. But I'm not. You don't have to do 100% of all the chores, but you have to do most part of them. And then the things that you get are not just for show, you know. It's not like others where you just get a, you know, you just get something nice to look at, like clothes and stuff like that. But they're actually for some use. Well, let me think. Garbage, garbage, garbage. They have a ton of beetroot in this place. Here's where I would keep my garbage, and it is. Now this is certain things you can't put in your pockets, obviously. So you have to carry them around like this, and if you don't, I mean if you drop it, you just drop it on the floor and not into your pocket. That goes for several like bottles and stuff that you're not going to be using for anything else, but you can still pick them up, and vases. And you get an achievement for smashing and breaking enough of the things in the house. Now, we're so short that that will just end up there, and we have to use our ability. So hold on to your hats, because this is the hardest part. Oh. And sometimes you will completely lose it out of sight, so you don't know where the hell it is. And I'm trying to lift it upwards at this point, believe it or not, but failing utterly. Since I'm supposed to move it with but it's still also... Oh, there! I managed to get it sort of underneath, I guess. Oh, here's a shed where we'll also be coming in later in the game. I do believe there are some things we can pick up here. Huh. Maybe we can't pick them up yet. I suppose some of these things are sort of story driven, or how I should say, so they won't become available until you've done certain things beforehand. You know, about these fountains, now it's shut off, but it will come... but I mean, these peeing boys... I would like to see some girl versions of that, but I guess people find that obscene. That's why they even, you know... It's okay to have boys play with themselves in public with the little kids with their family going to the beaches, you know, and they run around naked and fiddle with themselves, and that's just cute. But if it's a girl, all of a sudden it's obscene. Poppycock. Let's see what the first gift is. I can show you. Yay! It's a Ouija board. And Lucifer has blessed this with hints to what to do next. But for now, let's go down to the... and this house is huge, but I think some places are closed off before you do certain other things. Here's our next target. The butcher.
Hello, Lucius. You know you shouldn't be here.
Oh, I've seen worse. I don't mind, you know, killing this person. Not that it's his fault what he's working with, I guess, but as a vegetarian, it suits me fine.
Well, now that you're here, you can carry those boxes to the freezer. They're not too heavy.
Sure. Oh, many people don't bother to do the... Oh, sorry, wrong button. To do these chores, but it does prolong the game, actually. Once you've done it and know what to do, it's actually a really short game. But it doesn't bother me. I mean, if it were longer, it would get boring. There is a subtlety, or a... what you should say, there's a sort of talent to know when to stop something, you know, when something is enough. And this is the kind of game that shouldn't be too long, you know. But since this will go so fast to fix, I don't mind doing it at all. I've done far more senseless or stupid and silly things in games. Trust me. Be a bad boy and leave that door open. But they open, and they close rather, automatically, so... Joke's on me.
Hey.
Hey. Now what you do is just stand behind this stack of boxes, because he can't see what you're actually up to there. And we break this lamp.
What the hell? Why'd that damn lamp explode? How can I use a saw now if I can't see nothing? Hey, Lucius, go and find me some new lamps, will you? I need to keep working here.
Yes, and since I was...
Lucius, Go and find me some new lamps, will you? I need to keep working here.
Yes, I heard you the first time. Since I was so foresighted, how I should say,
Thanks.
already have them. Now, if you'll spot that little button on the saw, we can use our telekinesis to start that up. And he'll be done for. In a particularly gruesome way, of course.
This situation is ridiculous, Mr. Wagner, and I'm holding off the Bureau from launching an inquiry. I'm posting a deputy at the house. It's more for your own protection.
I wish I could explain these as more than accidents, but I can't think of a motive. I can't imagine how anyone could have gotten away with this.
We'll get to the bottom of it. Just consider this house on lockdown until something comes up. It wasn't a pretty sight. Heads sawn in half and blood everywhere. These freak accidents were keeping me up at night. 4 deaths in 4 months, all apparent accidents. But I had my doubts. I still had no clear suspects, no motives, no way to even start an investigation. At this point, I was only sure about one thing. It was not going to end here. I was right about that. Another month went by when we got the call to go back to the house, but this time it was different. This time, it was murder.